So, Itai Cohen, great to see you here. You've got this great business.
Yes.
Yeah, it's going really, really well. Mm-hmm. You suddenly decide to do an EMBA. Why did you decide to do this? Sounds like you don't need it. You should be focusing all your energy on building the business more, no?
And everybody asks me, why do you need to go out, spend now £60,000 and spend a lot of time that you don't have on an EMBA? And some people claim that an EMBA is better for people that work in corporates. I would claim completely the opposite. And the reason why is because when you're an entrepreneur and you're focused on your own business, you have a very narrow view of what you do. And you don't know much about what's happening. Frankly, you don't really care much because all your focus is in your business. And when you go to an EMBA like the Cambridge one, where you see so many people from different industries and different places, you actually open your mind to many places and ideas and opportunities that you wouldn't even think of otherwise. And how other businesses conduct their day-to-day processes and operations, which are things that you don't think of when you're just running your business. So, and I've always said, I had a catchphrase that I always use when people ask me, why do you do it? And I always used to say, if it will help me make one better business decision, then it's worth the money. Because we're in the decision-making business. If we make good decisions, the business will do well. And sometimes a decision is so important that it could be worth a lot more than 60, 70, or whatever the EMBA costs these days. So if it helps me make one better decision, then it's worth it. Now, little did I know back then that it will make, I believe it will help me improve my decision-making much better than that. But I feel that's an important element for the EMBA.
In a way, you joined the EMBA to help you become more effective, yeah? To help you make better decisions and so on. Is that all it gave you, or do you think it did other things?
You know, some things are very hard to measure in life. It's not tangible, it's intangible. And intangible things are hard to measure. But what I would say, there's a few elements that I absolutely know that the EMBA gives you. One of them is confidence. I think confidence and self-belief. I mean, technically people that come to the EMBA probably have confidence to begin with. But the question is, it takes that confidence to a different level. And that self-belief to a different level. Now, for entrepreneurs, it's just vital. If you don't have confidence and self-belief in what you do, you should not be an entrepreneur for sure. So I absolutely feel that the program takes your confidence and belief from one level, brings it to another level. And that's already on its own a big benefit. Second, a very important benefit is networking. I mean, you get to meet people from all over the world, from various industries, and I'll give you a story. 3 months ago, we ordered a container from China. All of our products that we order are from China. And we ordered from a new factory that we never worked with. And after a few days, we haven't heard anything from anyone in the factory. We were concerned. So I picked up the phone to one of my friends from the EMBA class, a Chinese classmate, and I said, hey, you have to help me with this guy. We can't reach him. He said, from now on, every order from China goes through me. And he just picked up the phone, and lo and behold, a day after, we got an email back from the factory owner saying, oh, sorry. In fact, the inventory will be ready beforehand. So I think knowing that you have people all over the world from different industries that can help you, they're happy to help you, or your friends, I think that's a very important part, and that's the networking part. Another part is, again, global thinking. Which again, you get exposed to so many businesses all over the world, and suddenly you think, oh, wait a minute, maybe the UK is just one market. Maybe we should look at China as a market. Maybe we should look at Asia, and I think it opens your mind to many other businesses. And probably the last one is the recalibration, as we call it, where at least for me, I can't really speak for everyone, but for me, it makes you hungrier. Because you sit with a class of extremely accomplished individuals. Some of them are extremely successful entrepreneurs, and you know, you sit there, and I'm a very competitive guy, and you suddenly sit there and you say, wait a minute, you know, I want to do just as well. And I believe in myself. So I think that's something that the EMBA does. It gives you that hunger. And then the question is, can you then channel the hunger to the right places? But I feel that's a very important element that you get in the, again, I can't talk about other programs. For the Cambridge EMBA, because of the caliber of people that are coming in, you definitely see that benefit.
Now you work for Buzz Retail. What's Buzz Retail? And how did this come about?
You know, I love, you know, it's great talking about Buzz Retail because it's my company, it's a company that I own. I founded the company. And basically what we did is part of separation from Alive Products. We separated the company into two, and I had to, I mean, at some point when you're a minority shareholder, you need to make a decision. Either you sell your shares or you buy And I kind of made the clear decision to stick on doing what I love doing. So I had to set up Buzz Retail, which basically took over the Alive Products toy operation in Europe. And I had to set up, and you're taking a big risk. You have lots of staff members that you need to take care of. You have lots of products, and it's a multi-million-pound business. But in the end, I do feel that the EMBA gave me a bit more confidence to do that. I mean, it's scary. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and tell you, listen, it's no problem, and you just sit there. And you do have some doubts and say, oh, can I do that? Can I do this? But in the end, I do feel that the EMBA had a determined factor in making me take the decision on moving to and starting Buzz and opening the company. And we're doing so many exciting new things, and I think the EMBA has the part in that.
Do you think you would have had the tools and the confidence and so on to take on this new venture if you kind of didn't have some of the experiences and some of the knowledge and some of the connections and so on?
It's very hard for me to say if I would have done it or wouldn't have done it because I wasn't a hungry person before the EMBA, but I do think it adds and it gives you more confidence. And I'll tell you another element that it gives. I think there is an element of safety net. And I'm not sure many of the students, they probably wouldn't tell you this when they come to an interview, but some people want to have the Cambridge degree because they say to themselves, you know what? I can always rely on my Cambridge degree to find a comfortable corporate job and I think for entrepreneurs as well. I mean, you know that you can go out, do your venture, do everything you can to make sure it's successful, but worst case scenario, wasn't as successful as you would have thought, you still have this wonderful accomplishment of graduating from the finest university in the world, and then you can rely on that when it comes to finding a great job.
So when you started the Executive MBA, did you think that you might end up doing a management buyout?
You know, I mean, buyout it's a big and scary term, but what I would say, no, I didn't think about it. I think people have plans, and they teach you, especially in the MBA, you should plan, you should have a 10-year, and especially your assignment, talk about the 10. And I think it's great to plan. But, you know, there's a great saying that says that humans make plans, and God is laughing from above. The trick is, it's very easy to make plans. Everybody can tell you their plan. The trick is, what do you do, and how do you react when things don't go according to plan? And that's what happened to me. I didn't plan this change. And I think currently it looks like a good move, but we reacted well to the challenge that we had in front of us. And I think that's the biggest message, is not just make plans, also how do you react to the problems and the challenges that you face throughout your way to your goal in the end.
I remember your first interview very well, and you came across as hungry and ambitious. And clearly you still are. What's the vision for the future? What gives you the appetite at the moment to carry on doing business?
You know, as I said, every person has something else that makes them tick. Some people it's money, some people it's accomplishment. For me, I'm a competitive person. We want to be the best. When people go into the store, we want them to buy our products. Again, as I said, there's nothing more exciting than seeing customers holding your products and having great joy of using your products. I mean, and that's why I feel very fortunate. In the end of the day, we make people happy. We make kids happy by selling them our great toys. So we're very happy about that. I mean, clearly what we want to do is grow the Buzz model that we currently have in some of the best stores in the world to other stores, and then also diverse ourselves to other products, not only toys, but also diverse to other products. And again, for us, we feel that retailers at this point in time need to find a way to diversify themselves from online. And the way to do it is by having a live selling, by having active selling, by creating a buzz to their stands and to their products. And that's what we do in Buzz Retail. We create a buzz throughout the products. And that's why we believe that retailers would want more of our services throughout the world. And actually we've seen that where people come to us and ask, can you do business in our store? Can you operate your model in our stores? So our ultimate vision clearly is to be in every successful toy store, every successful premium department store in the world with multiple product lines. So that's where we're kind of striving at. And I just told you about the new product line that we're bringing, which is augmented reality, which is the future of toys. And we're just always thinking ahead, always thinking about what's the next big hit, what's the next big product that people are looking at. And we're very fortunate to be in a great industry. I mean, selling toys to kids, making them happy. I mean, we're very happy about that.